welcome back to my channel. So it's the end of Mars, and you know, Mars is pretty much over. If you're watching this the day I posted, it's literally the last day of Mars, but I thought I was squeezing a cerebral palsy type of video before it is officially over. Yeah, I want to do more videos in Mars, but I just I spent so much time on basketball and everything, but you know, basketball is everything to me. Anyway, yeah, I'm not wearing any green. Well, actually, that's a lie. I am wearing green socks. I have my last basketball practice today, so these are my basketball socks, or one of them. I have more than one basketball pair of socks, but anyway. Why am I talking about this? So I thought for today, I would talk about things that I have accomplished that maybe I didn't think I could do, or people didn't think I could do. And I just really want to share these things to inspire you if you have cerebral palsy, or just inspire anyone. Also, just before we begin, I wanted to say a little disclaimer, and that is, I'm not trying to brag in any way. Cerebral palsy, it affects everyone differently, and everyone has their own challenges and struggles, and cerebral palsy is spectrum. And for me, I would say myself to have my cerebral palsy. It mostly affects my arm and my hand. I really can only use it as an assist, and I have to learn how to do everything with one hand, one arm, and then my leg. It impacts my leg a little bit, but not nearly as much. But yeah, that is a little background about me if you are new. So it affects my right side of my body, but mostly my hand, my arm. I just want to say that because I know it's easy to compare each other and just look at someone and be like, oh my god, they can do that, why can't I? I do that sometimes. So the first thing is sports. So for me, this is more have to do with people thinking I can't do sports rather than me, because I feel there was never a time where I was oh my goodness, I can't do that. I can't do gymnastics, I can't do dance, I can't do soccer, I can't do basketball. Basketball was the thing that annoyed me the most when people thought they judged me before they even saw me play, because once you see me play, you're mind blown. At least that was my experience growing up, you know. But the other sports, while I love to do, it was fun for me to do, I could tell, you know, dance, I did my best, but obviously there was some things that having cerebral palsy did impact me in dance. And I made a whole video about my experience doing sports, so I will put the card up. But basketball was annoying because there would be times, well, not basketball itself, I mean, we all know basketball is my favorite thing ever, so that was annoying. But other people can make it annoying, and that's when people would underestimate me or go easy on me. I'm just when someone goes easy on me on basketball, that gets me so mad. You do not want me. You don't want to go easy on me, because once I know that, I'm gonna go double hard on you. I'm never gonna go easy on anyone. And yeah, I was picked last in gym class every time when we would play basketball, and that would be annoying. And every time we would play at gym class, I would be, you know, one of the best players there in gym, because most people weren't on a basketball team. Next thing is riding a bicycle. So I actually was shocked with the fact that I haven't learned how to ride a normal bicycle to, you know, wheels. I haven't, but I'm putting this on my list because technically I have learned to ride a bicycle. It gets a 3-wheel bicycle. So yeah, I got this a long time ago. I don't know when it was. It's pink. I still have it actually somewhere. I don't know if I would still be able to ride it because I have grown since then, but you know, 3-wheel bicycle, I sure will count that. But yeah, I don't have the best balance, so thinking of buying a bicycle, I don't know, but I'm also kind of scared of falling, so I haven't really ever tried to ride a normal two-wheel bicycle, but you know, it's fine. I don't feel like some things also, like, I don't feel like I need to do it, like, just to do it and just to, like, prove people wrong, because, you know, I've been proving people wrong all of my life, and sometimes it can get exhausting to just prove to everyone, like, no, you're wrong, like, I can do it. The next thing is zipping my Coke. So I learned this back in elementary school. My PT, like, we were working on it for I actually don't know how long. I don't know how long it took me, but we were working on it and I eventually got it. And yeah, it was one of the things that was like, wow, like, I can do it, you know? Something that, like, a lot of these things that I'm saying are things that people take for granted. Like, they don't realize that it's just, like, normal for them. Everyday, like, way of things that they can do in 2 seconds, you know? But for me, when I was diagnosed, the doctors really told my parents, like, nothing can be predicted about my life. So even, like, walking, talking, like, every little thing, like, for me, that was, like, proving to doctors I can do it. So, like, any little thing, you know, getting dressed and, you know, putting on my clothes, like, I remember that. And it's just, like, the little things that everyday people, you know, don't have to think about, don't have to, you know, it was never, you know, a challenge for them. They just did it. And for me, that, you know, wasn't always the case, you know? You know, putting on clothes and, you know, taking a shower and everything like that, you know, that takes longer for me. Like, I can do it, but it does take longer for me. On that note, the next thing is putting on jewelry. So that is still a work in progress, but I want to sell these 2 pieces of jewelry bracelets, which I have. Actually, that word is hard for me to say, so bracelet. Yeah, so I have shared this on my channel before, but I want to share it again because these, specifically these bracelets, but, like, just imagine, honestly, maybe you should try this actually. So attempt to put a bracelet on your hand, on your arm, with your same arm. Like, try to do that. And I would challenge you to do it with something that looks like this, that is, I don't know what to call it. Like, I don't know what to call it, but pretty much it doesn't have any flexibility. So I feel like the more flexibility a bracelet has, the easier. I mean, that makes sense. But these don't have flexibility. So I would honestly challenge you to try to do it with one hand, the same arm you're gonna put it on with that arm, because it is hard. And then maybe, like, you could use your right hand as an assist, because actually, I'll do it right now. So it's like this. How well can you see it? I don't know. And then I will use my arm, my other hand, my right hand, to do this, to bring it up, and then it's on. I want you to say that because I remember, like, when I first got a bracelet like this, I had to have, like, someone else help me. And I was motivated and determined to be like, you know what? I'm gonna figure this out. Like, I know I can do it. I know if I put in the time, I can do it. Something like I just said, that people just do without thinking. Like, this is something I had to think, work really hard, and I eventually, you know, figure it out. Another thing that I have learned, well, it's one of those things that growing up, like, it always was a challenge, and that is, like, voice technology, like Google, Alexa, like something like, okay Google, like, what time is it? Like, can you turn on the table lights? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, Google understands my voice, and that is amazing, because throughout my life, yeah, typing, this is actually another one, learning how to type, and I have really learned that Apple is just, like, the best technology for me. the technology that does not make me want to like poke my head through a wall. Like Apple's the best for me. And yeah, typing was a struggle, and one of the things they were trying to have me do is maybe do voice and like dragging and like something like that, but like dragging never understood my voice, never ever ever. And for the longest time I'm just like, no, like none of these voice things will work for me. And here I am, 2023, and I actually have made some videos about like related to this and just like my speech impairment, everything like that, so I'll put a card up as well to that. But yeah, it works and it's amazing. Like it's not perfect, but I feel like it understands me very well. And then also cooking. I'm not like a chef by any means. Like there's so many things like in terms of like cooking that require you to like have use of both of your hands, and I am here to say I'm still working on it, but I have accomplished like a lot, I feel like, and just like making pancakes. I make a video as well making pancakes, and like cooking food, like that is one of those things. Like there's so many layer things that like people do that like they don't have to think about, but cooking food, yeah, that is hard to do with one hand. And while there's sometimes I need help, like there are times where like I like have figured it out with the knock I use. Another thing that I accomplished while in college, and we will be talking about college very soon, and that is doing laundry. Okay, doing my laundry, like that was such a big moment for me. Okay, it was just like one of those things where I'm like, yeah, I can do it. Having cerebral palsy is frustrating. It can be very frustrating, but the one thing that cerebral palsy has like helped me realize is just like to take the layer things and just be like so happy about them, because doing laundry, like for me, like accomplishing that was such an amazing moment. Meanwhile, like anyone else, they would just be like, okay, like I hate doing laundry, like have to do laundry, like because I don't know, maybe it's just because I have learned to do it and I appreciate it, and I don't take like, I try not to take literally anything for granted, like being able to walk, being able to talk, like anything. Like I try never ever to take those things for granted, because I know like I could have easily not been able to do those things. The last thing I'm gonna say in terms of like lifestyle, I guess, is opening literally anything. Literally anything, like a water bottle, like milk, any like drink, yeah. And then like opening something like chips, like cereals are my best friend. They are definitely my best friend. But yeah, sometimes I will need help, but there are a lot of moments where I have figured it out and I can do it. And even though there have been times where I have opened a water bottle, but it has taken me like 5 minutes. Yes, there are times like that, but I sure get it, and that is what is important to remember. You know, I sure get it, even if it took me like 10 times longer than you know, someone else. It's okay, it's okay. But yeah, now let's talk about school, education, everything like that. So I feel like this is where so many people thought I couldn't accomplish anything, but the one thing that I thought I may not even be able to do in school, and trust me, a lot of people, a lot of teachers didn't think I would be able to either, and that is the MCAS. So the standardized testing you have to do in Massachusetts, the MCAS.
A wonderful test that, you know, people like to say, oh my goodness, like, if you don't pass this, you must not be smart, you must struggle, you must, like, not be good at English, not be good at math, like, yeah.
That was a test that took me 8 years to pass. I didn't pass it until my 10th grade, the year that, like, you take it for the last time. The most annoying thing is they took the fact that I wasn't passing my MCAS and assume, oh, I must have a learning disability. I must, struggle with math. I must struggle with English. But that is not necessarily the case. There's a difference between having a learning disability and then not being taught what you need to. That is gonna be on the MCAS, because let me just say, how am I going to pass a test that I haven't even been taught the material that is going to be on the test? There's no way, okay? Unless I'm a little genius and already know this stuff in my head, even though I have never learned it, there's no way. Yeah, it was just like so annoying how no one figured that out. Like, how is anyone gonna pass an exam if they're not being taught the material that's gonna be on the exam? Like, no wonder I didn't pass for 8 years. Like, I was literally put in a class that of students who struggle with math, even though there was no real reason besides, not passing my MCAS, I guess, that I should be in a class of kids who struggle with math. Like, there was no reason for me to be in it, and especially now, having a bachelor's degree in mathematics, like a bachelor's science degree in mathematics. Like, yeah, I did that. I went from, in high school, well, I made a whole video. Of course, I made a whole video. It's pretty long, but like, I think it's so worth it, and I go in way more detail. But yeah, I learned so much about like myself in high school and guess what I was capable of, and I went so far in math. I remember going to college, and one of my biggest goals, I had 2 goals. So that was 1, to graduate within 4 years. I did that. I wanted to graduate with honors because I did that in high school, and I knew college would be harder, and I did that. I literally almost forgot one of the biggest things I have accomplished, and that is living on campus. I live on campus all 4 years of college, and that is something I was not expecting. Like, for the longest time, I didn't think college was even an option. Like, that in itself, and the fact that I got into college was such an amazing accomplishment. But living on campus was just something that I thought I couldn't do, but I did it. And while it was a challenge, like, I figured it out. That is something I'm so proud of myself that I was able to do. And yeah, I just thought I couldn't end this video without sharing that. I can't believe I almost forgot it. So that is gonna be it for today. I feel like I could talk about this for hours and just go on and on, but hope you enjoy it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, turn on post notifications. I hope you have an amazing day. Remember, you can accomplish anything you truly set your mind to. Like, believe that, okay? Like, believe that. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.